Warm, it is humid, and we're just getting hotter. We are getting unstable too across parts of green country after the morning showers and storms. You can see the cloud cover on satellite starting to clear out to the north and also to the east, where we're starting to heat back up just a little bit. Have had nothing but sunshine out in western Oklahoma, and the bulk of the severe weather today is going to be out west. In fact, there's already a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for western Oklahoma. You can see the boundary out in the Texas Panhandle already starting to fire up some pretty tall cumulus clouds, showers and storms already developing, and those will likely be severe. Right now we have showers and a few thunderstorms still ongoing down to the south of Tulsa. Had heavy rain move through earlier this morning. Still tracking some heavy thunderstorms just east of Oklahoma City that may end up clipping portions of Hughes County, also portions of Pittsburg County, and you can see those counties in blue starting to light up out west, including Taloga, Clinton, Hobart. Large hail, damaging winds potential, and there is a low tornado threat today in western Oklahoma. In green country, the cloud cover, the showers we had earlier has limited our severe threat. Any storm that develops over the next 2-3 hours still could produce some severe wind and hail, but as of right now, that development is not showing up across Tulsa. We are quiet. Still tracking thunderstorms along Highway 177 from Kearney down to Chandler. Everything pushing from the north to the south today. We were talking about that. That's the direction the jet stream is oriented. Of course, our storm trackers are out. They were tracking those storms that were developing just a little bit ago, starting to weaken now. I do want to check in with Darren, who's on I-40. He's now just west of Webbers Falls. Darren, tell us a little bit about where you're heading. I know you're going to try to get down to the south a little bit, just in case those storms clip the McAllister area. Tell us what you're seeing.
Yeah, there's a little. We're going to go check that in case we have some folks out on the lake watching this on the app. I can tell you, as you referenced, the sun has popped out. We're sitting here at 90 degrees just on the east side of Warner, so if you're out there on the lake, it is nice right now, Lacey.
All right. Thanks so much, Darren. Yeah, looking at your shot right now, everything looks pretty flat, pretty stable, and that is good news for folks making those Friday evening plans. Do want to check in with JD, who's just to the east now, or west now, of Spiro. JD, tell us a little bit about what you're seeing in that area.
Yeah, a lot of sun. There's some clouds mixed in, but it's hot. There's a little bit of a breeze down here, probably about 5-10 miles an hour. Stay down here and keep an eye on it, Lacey.
All right, thanks so much. That's kind of what we're talking about today. The clouds are starting to billow up just a little bit. You can see that in JD's shot, but it's very soft. The instability is just not that high thanks to the showers we had earlier. So this area these trackers are in right now is unstable. There's still the potential to get a few showers or storms to bubble up. Good news is that right now is just not happening. As JD said, it is very hot and humid, though, where we do have so much sunshine. Vaughn, a little further to the north. Vaughn starting to see a little bit of development looking northward now. Vaughn, I can see your shot. Little tower starting to go up there in the center, and that is new development. That's what we're talking about, the potential for later this afternoon into the early evening hours. Vaughn, tell us a little bit about what you're seeing.
Yeah, these storms that fired up just in the edge of Oklahoma earlier. It did do a little bit of, I saw a few limbs down just east of west, moved out of Oklahoma, and like you said, we're going to be watching for this next chance that we have here for this instability to pop up some more storms, Lacey.
All right, thanks so much, Vaughn. Yeah, any storm that develops does have the potential, especially when it weakens, to produce some damaging wind gusts. So he was mentioning some minor tree limb damage and that sort of thing. That is still possible, and I know a lot of folks are making their plans. A lot of folks heading out to Pryor, already in Pryor, for Rocklahoma, and that's what we're going to be watching for very closely. It just takes one little isolated storm to develop to really run your afternoon and evening. We'll keep you updated, not expecting anything widespread, and for most of us, our Friday evening is looking good. Heavier thunderstorms now just to the west, or just to the east now of Pink, headed towards the western sides of Tecumseh, pushing down to the south and east. These are heavy thunderstorms, not severe, but could strengthen just a little bit to produce winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Right now it is 84 in Tulsa, and it feels like 86. Dew point values are in the mid-60s. You can see where we've had the cloud cover, temperatures in the 70s and 80s versus the 90s, and now 100 degrees in Hollis, Oklahoma. It is scorching in western Oklahoma, and that is where that higher severe threat is today. also a little bit more windy. JD was talking about the very light breeze. Sure would be nice if we had a little bit stronger wind to help kind of mix things up and cool you off a bit. Heat index values already soaring up into the upper 80s, and that's happened pretty quickly across Green Country. And it's really hot across much of the United States right now, and it's going to stay that way basically in the central and southern plains. A very summer-like pattern. Heading into the day tomorrow, a very isolated chance of a thunderstorm heading into your Saturday evening, kind of Saturday afternoon and evening. After that, ridge builds in, and look at what we're seeing here in the reds and the oranges. That is areas that could see temperatures in excess of 100 degrees heading into the weekend, and then heading into the first of next week. That does not cool off. This ridge continues to strengthen, and we will have the potential for the heat dome to set up shop by the middle to the end of next week. Real summer-like pattern, and in fact, temperatures in excess of 100 degrees looking likely for western Oklahoma and especially into West Texas. Now, what would be nice is a good soaking rain, right? And parts of the United States will be getting that thanks to our first tropical system. Right now, subtropical storm, it's Alberto, will likely strengthen to a tropical storm once it gets over the warm waters of the Gulf, impacting the coast of Mississippi and Alabama as a tropical depression heading into Monday evening and early Tuesday morning. Looking to kick back away from Oklahoma, so we're not going to get any remnants of that. No cloud cover, no moisture. We're going to stay very, very hot. The heat wave, we're talking about it, actually a full-blown heat wave on the way for the weekend for portions of Texas. And just showing you this, I know it's a long way from Oklahoma, but heat advisories are in effect for the Memorial Day weekend. Temperatures likely climbing up, it's not just 100, up to 105 degrees in West Texas. And we're going to be hot here too, so you've got to take heat precautions if you're going to be out and about this weekend. Heat index values will be up to 100 degrees Saturday and Sunday across the Sooner State, and then a little bit better, a couple degrees, heading into the first of next week before we heat right back up by the middle to end of the week once the heat dome sets up shop. So very hot. We do have a chance for a few showers this evening still. It's 20% or less across much of Green Country. Higher chances down to the south. And your Memorial Day weekend forecast, here we go. Not much rain and not much cloud cover, not much wind either. Heat index values close to 100 degrees. We'll talk more about your rain timeline coming up on our evening newscast for this evening. Also keep you updated on the latest as far as how high that mercury is going to climb. I'm telling you, triple digits are in the forecast. Always have that News on 6 app handy. Just go to newson6.com/connect.